Hello and welcome, friends. Bit of a goofy stream so far today. I can't even see myself on the camera because we're just having every last little technical issue possible. So I'm going to go fix something over there on the computer. Sarah here is setting up the slider cam blindly. Here, Sarah. Let's take a look. What are you doing?
Aiming.
Yeah, but like, what are you aiming at?
Like the board, I guess.
I'm saying you can see on the screen if you look now. Zoom this bad boy in. There you go. All right, so Sarah's gonna set up the slider cam. We're finally starting the stream. We had a lot of challenges in getting this set up, but here we are. So today I asked Sarah what kind of game did she want to play, and what did you tell me?
I told you hidden movement.
You told me hidden movement. So totally serviceable slider cam. All right, so I asked Sarah what type of game do you want to play, and she said let's play a hidden movement game. So here we are. We're going to try this guy out. Oh, I can't lift it up because there's tokens in the box lid. But it's Hunt for the Ring. So Hunt for the Ring, you can take a wild guess. What's it based on?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. How much have you finished the Lord of the Rings books? How many of them have you finished?
0.
0! But you're somewhat familiar with it, at least.
And I have a gecko.
I don't think much will be ruined. Oh, yes, and Sarah has a gecko.
It's
so,
real.
Yeah.
It's alive.
Sarah got a gecko for her birthday, and it arrived today. So we are going to play Hunt for the Ring, and then we are going to go tend to
The gecko.
the gecko. I bumped that camera, and it's all twisted and funny. It's messing with my brain.
Its name is not Herbert.
The gecko is not named Herbert. What's its name? What's its name?
Bumblestripe.
Are you sure? Did you see it? Are you sure that's the right name?
Yes.
Bumblestripe the gecko. All right, Bumblestripe the gecko.
I burned my tongue this evening, and now it hurts.
We on the soup?
Yes.
Mom made soup for dinner. It was too
I
hot.
ate too quickly.
Happens. Okay, so we're gonna play Hunt for the Ring. So let's take a look at the game here. Okay, looks like so. Don't peek, Sarah. There is some hidden information. I mean, Sarah can't actually see the hidden information, and I did kind of a not great job of getting that hidden information set up. Let's try that out. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this player screen over here. It's kind of a little janky. I'm gonna be honest. I don't love this thing, but
You love the acrylic dice. They're not.
I don't
actually
mind.
acrylic.
Well, why are they not acrylic? How do you
I
know?
don't know. They look acrylic, but I don't want to say that because I don't know if it's true.
I see. Well, I think maybe it is. Okay, so let's talk about this game. So this is a hidden movement game. This represents the Lord of the Rings, unsurprisingly, and
I never would have guessed.
yeah, wild and crazy idea. And it's a two-part game, actually. So this game board can flip over, and on the other side is part 2. So in this first part of the game, we are trying to get from, well, somewhere actually, one of these 3 blue locations. I've picked one randomly, and Sarah doesn't know which one I've picked. So I picked it like secretly. And I'm in one of these 3 locations, and I'm trying to get over here to Bree. And Sarah is going to play as these hideous, ugly Nazgûl guys.
That can somehow ride a horse head.
Well, use your imagination, okay?
Horse head.
Okay?
Flying
So,
horse head.
yeah, it's a flying horse head. This guy's running the wrong way.
You turned
Okay?
him.
You turned him.
No, I didn't.
Anyways, Sarah is going to be playing as the evil Nazgûl player over here, and is going to be more or less trying to track me down. Oh, hey, I shuffled your sorcery cards for you because you're not a great shuffler,
I haven't drawn one.
and you need to draw one. That's right. So we're probably only going to play through part 1 of the game tonight. I doubt, especially with how we are, what it is. Congrats on the gecko. That's what Mom said. Considering we're 40 minutes late for starting, I think it's highly unlikely. Yeah, it's 6:40. Unless we really like bang this game out really fast, I don't think we're gonna end up playing part 2 tonight. But that's okay. We can play part 1 and see how it goes. So just a quick overview. I'm probably gonna zoom this camera in a little bit maybe so we can see the board a little bit better. I'm just gonna keep pushing this and hope I don't break anything. Because now we can actually probably like see like, oh hey, this is Bree, right? It might even be legible. Hard to say. And I am over in one of these 3 blue locations. Either Bag End, Waymeet, or Whitwell.
I think you're in Bag End.
Yeah? You think
Yeah.
so? Well, I picked the token very secretively.
Corresponding to Bag End.
And it's a secret. Okay?
You picked the token corresponding to Bag End.
One thing I don't actually know is, I don't think I'm supposed to write that down. I don't think so. So in this game, each round we play 3 like little phases. We do 2 daytime turns and then a nighttime turn. Okay? And during each daytime turn, I get to move secretly. My figure is not on the map. This just shows kind of how many turns have passed. Okay, so I'm not actually on the map, but I'm going to track everything over here in secret so that you guys can see and Sarah cannot. Let's see if we can get this a little top-downier so that you guys can see it a little better. It is a little hidden in shadow, but basically, if this would stop folding in on itself, don't look. I'm going to using this pen that Sarah's jealous of because it's too cool. I am going to use this cool pen in order to write down my travel locations on these spots as we go. Okay? And I'm trying to evade capture while getting to Bree. There is a map here that's a little easier for me to see than you guys to see, but basically it's so that I can study where I'm going without necessarily excuse me, looking at oh my gosh, excuse me, without necessarily looking at this map, because you know, if Sarah sees that I'm staring at Bag End, she's gonna figure out that that's where I'm at.
Yeah, you're at Bag End.
I don't know how truthful that is. Here,
Bag End.
okay, don't look. Don't look. So these are numbered, if we look here, these are numbered 1, 2, 3. I picked, there's 3 tokens. I picked one, which determines which one I'm at. So 1 is Bag End, 2 is Waymeet, and 3 is Whitwell. I'm going to show you guys my secret token. Don't tell Sarah what it says.
It's a Bag End.
Okay? I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not, so I'll show you like this. It could be a 1, a 2, or a 3. Don't tell Sarah.
Bag End.
Whatever.
Bag End.
Okay, so we're all set up. Do you understand how... Oh, did you roll your dice? You roll all your dice during setup, and then you're going to do it every refresh step also, I think. So we had a little reference card here. I would describe the rules for this game as bad.
Practically all of them are rings.
Oh, okay. So you get a lot of perception stuff that you can do. And the sword lets you stabby stab.
Stab. Where's Frodo? Stab.
Okay. So, it is currently daylight, right? So we have 2 daylight phases and then a nighttime phase. If I move during the night, I'm going to gain corruption tracked on this corruption track over here. I'm currently at 0. But if I gain 12 corruption, I immediately lose. I can also gain corruption from encounters with the Nazgûl. So, I get to move. The first thing I get to do
Just secretly move.
is I get to secretly move. So the way movement works in this game is I'm going to pick, I'm at one of these 3 locations, okay? And I can move to like an adjacent location. So if I move, let's say I was here. This is the best one for an example. Let's say, it's actually terrible. All of these are terrible for an example because my first move has to be to go into the wilds. So let's say I was on spot number 11 here in the future sometime. I could move to any adjacent spot, which can be one of these, that's a dot, or it can be a numbered location. So I would, from 11, I could move to 20, I could move to 10, I could move to a dot, I could move to that dot, okay? And I'm going to mark where I move on my secret sheet over here, okay? I'm going to write it down on the corresponding thing, okay? So I'm going to do that, and then when Sarah is moving her Nazgûl and doing genuinely nasty things, because she's the evil bad guy player, it warms her cold dark heart. When she's doing nasty things, she is often going to be concerned with my last known location, which was if I go into the wilds onto a dot, then whatever number I left from is my last sort of numbered location that's really important in this game. And just out of curiosity, I want to see, let's say I ran straight to Bree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So basically...
Are you saying you're on Whitwell?
No, I'm saying I'm trying to decide here. I'm trying to figure out if do I have to get to Bree in 16 or fewer turns?
I don't think so.
Because I only have there's 16 things here, right?
I think that's when you...
I kind of never, I don't remember that being significant at all,
Neither do I. I only remember it being significant in the second part. When you have...
Well, the second part's on the other board, though, right? Let me see here. Let me see if I can figure this out. I told you, we're off to a rough start here. I don't know. Whatever. We'll just figure it out. Okay. So I have to move. I can also ultimately, if I want, I can play an ally card, or I can draw one, basically. So ally cards, these are, oh, you guys can't see those. I thought you could. Okay, so let's pull these out. So these cards here, or these are my fellowship cards or whatever. God, everything in here is just a nightmare. What are these things called again, Sarah? You remember.
They're called
company cards. These are my company cards. Okay, so my company cards, basically, these guys have 2 parts. So at the top, it gives me a power that's effective all the time. And at the bottom, it gives me a once per game power. If I use that, I flip the card over, I lose the thing at the top. So I get a passive ability and a super ability. If I use the super ability, I lose the passive ability also. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at the start of each day, I gain a fellowship token if I have fewer than 2. So if I have 1 or 0. Okay. If I rest during a nightfall turn, I reduce my corruption by 1. And during the refresh step, I draw 2 ally cards instead of 1. So these are ally cards. Okay. I can have no more than 5 in my hand, and I can spend a fellowship token to draw 1. But the first thing I'm gonna do is move Frodo. So I'm going to write a number or a dot here. A number if I'm in a particular location, a dot if I'm not. Okay. This is top secret. I don't even know if that's legible. I feel like this particular... Look. If you see the number, the game's ruined, right? So I feel like this particular game, like I need this camera like top down so that you guys can read this track. That's the most important thing. Maybe I'll break up the old zoom in here, and maybe this is legible. I don't know. Let's see. That looks kind of okay. You guys can see. You can see what I've done here. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want Sarah to know. Okay, and then Sarah. I've moved. You know what? I'm going to spend a fellowship token to draw an ally card. Okay. And I'm done. So it's your turn. The ring wraith's turn. So
actually, I saw something.
What, the number on where I started?
No, misspelled. It was misspelled in the rules that you gave me. It was misspelled. It said
in the reference.
No, not this one, but the other one that you gave me to read.
Yeah, the reference. Print it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It said ring wraith, and then literally 2 or 3 words after that, ring waith.
Ring waith.
Waith. No R, W-A-I-T-H.
I'd
Yeah.
be scared of a ring waith. 100%.
What is a waith?
I don't know, but that's why it would be so scary.
What is a Hinox?
A big, stinky, like a fat cyclops from Zelda.
They usually steal weapons.
And they have
Wear them on a necklace.
They look like they have gross toenail fungus.
And you can collect the toenails.
So, are you going to take your turn?
Yeah.
So, what do you do? So, you have to play each Nazgûl. So, Sarah, I don't even know, because we're zoomed in here. You guys maybe can't see it. But Sarah has 4 different Nazgûl. She's got the red Nazgûl, the purple, the green, and the blue. And she's going to play each of them individually, like one after another, left to right, always red, purple, green, blue. And on my turn, I can do any of my actions 1 time each. On Sarah's turn, she can do 1 move and 1 action per Nazgûl. Mm-hmm. And she has a pool of 6 dice here, but these dice she's going to spend in order to take actions, but she has to share them amongst all of her Nazgûl, and they don't get re-rolled until after all 3 phases are complete. So Sarah, by happy coincidence, rolled 5 rings. The ring... Hey, Cosmic Beat, welcome in.
Perform a perception in the Nazgûl's area, or perform a perception in the Nazgûl section.
Yeah, so the roll that Sarah got is really not very useful for her. You can also perform a hunt or you can also move 1 additional step by spending a die. That's the power you've unlocked. But you start with your red Nazgûl. What's he gonna do? He can move and then take an action. Searching is always free. But I can promise you that I haven't occupied any of those spaces yet. They're kind of far from the start.
Yeah, I jump.
Exactly. So, what are you gonna do? If you move on the road, you can move 3 spaces, right?
Yeah, it says, a Nazgûl may move to an adjacent space, dot, or location. If entirely on a road, may move up to 3 spaces. So,
the roads are obviously they're the white spots, right? Okay, so you gotta let's do your Nazgûl in order, left to right. Start with your red one, because then we don't forget. So, what's your red Nazgûl gonna do?
He's gonna move here.
He's gonna move 1. Okay.
And then he's gonna and then ask, are you in section C?
Are you actually gonna do a
No.
perception? No. Okay, I didn't think so. So you're just gonna move, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you could also do, as a free action, you can do a search, but you have to be on a location.
Yeah, and it is. And when you search, I ask you
If I've been there ever.
Yeah.
Right? Which we know we haven't. Okay, so you're moving the red Nazgûl 1. So what's the purple Nazgûl gonna do? 1. You can move 3 on the road.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Nice. Flawless victory. Okay, so what's next? Green Nazgûl.
Okay, he's gonna move. Actually, yeah.
He's not going to continue moving along the road. He was on the road. So you can move 2 more.
49. And then here and here.
Okay.
Blue is gonna go.
Also, just so you know, if you go to the dark locations, you can use any die like a sorcery die.
I know.
Okay. Are you going to do a sorcery thing?
Yes, please.
Okay, so which die are you going to use?
A ring.
A ring. So you're going to use a ring. And then what are you going to do with your sorcery action? You can either play your current card or draw a new one. Your hand can be no more than 5.
I know.
Right?
Ooh.
Oh, I should have moved this down one. Oops, when I moved. So you got a cool ability. I always feel like a little bit of terror when Sarah's like, ooh, you know? Especially in this, she's been enjoying, yeah, the plotting. Oh, God. It's all over.
It is all over.
Okay.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye? Oh, my gosh, really? Actually?
No, because I can't do.
Okay, well, that's good. So,
I can get close though.
you've done all of your Nazgûl actions, right? So now we move this. It's now daytime round 2. So I get another turn.
Round 2.
I have to move. Okay? I'm gonna mark. Look away. Don't look at the thing. I'm gonna mark
So
a
tempting.
extremely top secret location on here. Okay? No peeking.
What about geckos?
No. Nothing about geckos. So I marked a extremely top secret location, remembering that a number is an actual location, a dot is that I am in the wilds, so I could be on any dot essentially. Not actually. I can't like, you know.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Okay? So I have moved. I got to move this down. And then I can play my ally card if I want. Which didn't really help me right now. So I'm going to use another fellowship token to draw another ally card. I can have no more than 5 in my hand. So now I have 2. And I am done. Sarah, what's your move?
Start with red.
Okay, you're moving 1 with red.
Yeah.
You can spend a die to move 1 additional step if you want. But I don't know that it's worth it. It's up to you.
No. Next, purple.
Okay.
Move 3.
On the road. Only if he stays on the road the whole time. Right? Well, purple's just like...
No.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I got it. Green's next. What's green doing? Also staying on the road.
Here.
This is why they tell you to get off the road if you're Frodo. And then your other... Oh, so it's important to remember, you can move and then do an action, or do an action then move. So like your blue guy, because you're on the dark evil spot, this spot is a dark spot. There's you're extra powerful when the Nazgûl are in those spots. So if Sarah wants, you could, for instance, do a sorcery action with one of your dice, and then move, right?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. You live in the dream.
I just got one of the best cards.
The good news is that playing your sorcery cards is an action, which you can't do now.
I know, but I
Right.
can do it next time.
Yes, you can. So you've done all of your
No, I need to
Nazgûls.
move that guy.
Oh, you're right. You got to move that guy. Where's he gonna go?
To the red. No, I'm just kidding.
He's dead. He's dead. I win.
I
They're-
have 3 other.
They are a little top heavy. They're on weird bases. I don't know if I like them. Okay, so you moved. You haven't done any searching or anything. I mean, I can't really be that far. You kind of have to spread out at
What
first.
about where the green guy is?
I mean, maybe it's time for some perception next round. Right? I don't know. So, okay, so now we move this, right? And it's a nightfall turn. So, I can either move or I can rest. However, if I move, I gain 1 corruption. Okay? Which is bad. Corruption bad. Okay? So I gotta be careful here. It also means that you can hunt instead of search for free during the nightfall. And hunting is bad.
Yeah,
Okay?
hunting.
Hunting bad. I don't like hunting.
I can ask anywhere.
Okay, I actually do think I am gonna move. Okay? I think I'm gonna move. So I'm gonna move, and I am gonna move to this top secret location that Sarah is most definitely not reading about. And maybe it's visible on the camera. I don't know. I think it probably is. And that's this guy right. Oh, you guys can't see that one. I tried to point it on the map here, but I forgot I had zoomed in. So I'm not going to point it out on the big overhead map. Just know that it's somewhere in this area over
Somewhere on the
here.
map.
It's somewhere on the map. And I remember I started at one of these 3 blue spots. So where I'm at is somewhere close to these. If you've got keen eyes, you can probably figure it out. And because I moved, this gets flipped over, which means I gain a corruption. And you, because it's flipped over, can hunt instead of just searching, right? Now I could play an ally card potentially.
Are you sure about that?
God, do you hear this? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not going to actually play an ally card, and I'm not going to draw one. So I am finished.
Okay.
Okay? So you get to do all your Nazgûl, starting with the red guy. What's he going to do? Interesting. Okay. So he's moving northward a little bit. Okay. Is he going to do anything?
No.
Maybe I flew and I'm already over there.
I think around 26.
You think I'm on 26?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. I like a theory. I like a theory. That's good. 1, 2, 3. Well, that guy's just cruising.
He's just gonna go on like a circle or something.
If I went south, I'm in trouble. Is he going to do a... He can't do a search because he's on... he needs to be on a location. But like, he could do a perception or something. Right?
Actually, that's a good idea.
So how's it work? What's the area?
Area, I think, is the space that you're on.
Because, like, what's the... So, I read this in the rules, but I don't know that it translated well visually to what's here. So, section's got to be, like, the third of the board you're in?
Section is what
That's area. I think.
outlined by letter.
So let's look. Let's get this right before I reveal any top secret information.
I mean, it might be this, and then this might
Okay.
be the area.
So
Wait a
each
minute, I remember.
the game board is divided into sections marked with Roman numerals. So
Okay,
like
I love
1, 2, 3. So like a third of the board. This is one section. This is one section, and this is one section, and then it's
And
further
areas-
subdivided into areas. Okay. So you have to choose. Are you interested in finding out if I'm in area C or section 1?
Section 1.
You want to know if I'm in section 1. So
I need to spend this.
I guess strictly speaking, let's make sure we get this right because it's important. So you do have to spend one. This is if my last location is
Yeah.
in that section, because it could be that I'm in the wilds, right? So yes. Because you said section 1, right?
Yes.
So you put a log token on section 1 as a reminder that, hey, I've been in this section, which I had to have been, but my last location was in this section. So if I dipped into the wilds, I have to be somewhere close to section 1. Okay, so that was purple. Who's up next?
Green.
Green's up next. Okay.
I will now perform magic.
You're going to perform magic. You're not going to you're not going to hunt.
I'm going to hunt, actually. I think you're on location 26.
Okay.
Um,
Is location 26 on my journey log at least once? No.
what? Not in... What? That makes no sense to me. Okay. Blue.
Dun, dun, dun.
Can I move back to 47?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Now I'm gonna do an action. I'm gonna spend another one of these.
As a sorcery.
Yeah, and I'm gonna play a card.
Okay. You're playing one sorcery card. Okay.
Yeah. This is what.
During part 1, the ring bearer player, yeah, whatever, if able, must give you one information token of his choice.
Yes.
But I don't want to.
Yes, you do.
But I don't want to.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. So I have to give you one, and then you get to just yoink it, and then like
Yes, I do.
it goes. So that's sucky. Okay. Because once I give it to you, you got it really. Okay.
And I get a new ability.
You can have this one. Because if I go to these locations, so these ally tokens, these are sitting here behind my board. They're hiding over here, right? They're these guys. So they have a certain number on them. And if I travel to those locations, then, which Sarah's not looking at, right? Then Sarah can no longer take those from me, okay? If she gets them, she gets to put them on this little card here, and then she slowly, basically it gives her more options with her dice where she can spend multiple dice to do other things, right? So now she can
I really only
use
need
any-
4 because
she
the
can-
last one is for part 2.
Oh, you're right. Okay, anyways. Now, so she can spend a die, any die, to move an additional step. And she could also spend any 2 dice to perform a hunt or a perception. So even if she got all sorcery dice or something like that, and she wants a sword for a hunt, you know. So, okay, have you done all of your Nazgûl? Yes, because that was your blue Nazgûl that moved back.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so it's the refresh step, right? So,
Draw an ally card.
except I get to draw 2 because I have Peregrine Took with me. During the refresh step, draw 2 ally cards instead of 1. Haha. Okay.
Pass lead player token clockwise among the ring rates if necessary.
So, strictly speaking, that's supposed to mean that, like, you know, it would go purple, green, blue, red next time, but, like, it doesn't matter, right? You're still doing the actions, and it doesn't matter. I can't do anything during their actions, so it's not worth worrying about. Okay? You get to draw a sorcery card, cheater, and you get to roll all the dice. And for each shadow result, I gain a fellowship token. But I can't have more than 3.
2.
I gain 2. I get both my fellowship tokens back. So that, I can use those in order to draw ally cards. I don't know that I can use them for anything else in part 1. I don't think so. Maybe sometimes I might need to spend them in order to do
Shadow tokens are
stuff.
free for me. They count as anything. I get to choose.
Yeah, they're wild cards. But the penalty, of course, is that I gain a fellowship token back, right? Okay, so we're back to me moving to top secret locations. Okay, so if you recall, don't look, Sarah. Don't look. Yeah. You can see where I'm at.
I'm a gecko.
Okay, and I'm going to move to this hyper mega top secret location.
It's a dot, isn't it?
I'm not telling you if it's a dot or not. Okay, and I can also, at the start of each day. Oh, never mind. That doesn't matter. I should look at those ally cards that I got. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so these are kind of cool. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to play the Mayor of the Shire. It says choose a location connected to Mitchell Delving, I don't know how to say that, or to Bree. Okay, it has to be connected to that. And I can place an ally token there. We don't have the ally tokens out. They look like they're the ones at the top there. There's 8 of them. Yeah. Okay. So basically I can place an ally token, and then Nazgûl can't move through or enter locations with an ally token. And generally you can't search or hunt there either. So I can put this anywhere connected to Bree or to this spot way back here, which is like, I don't know, that would have been more useful on like turn 1 maybe. I'm gonna put this here on 55.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, red.
Actually, you know what? Sorry, I'm gonna also spend one of these to draw another ally card. Okay. What's red gonna do?
Well, red's gonna take an action. Sorcery action.
Okay.
And gonna play.
A sorcery action?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No one lives in this land. Discard all ally tokens in the same area as the
What?
active Nazgûl.
What? I just find like a nice ally, and then you immediately are just like, no, be gone. Sit down. What's all over your pants?
Avocado.
Avocado.
Ask Mom, she knows.
Okay.
Anyways, bye.
For future streams, no avocado pants. Is he gonna move?
Yeah, he's gonna move. He's gonna go here. Purple. Purple's gonna move 3 spaces.
Well, that guy's just doing like a lap, you know? What action is purple taking? Any? Purple's hiding here at the very front of the board.
Perception. No.
I don't know if the perception is going to help you.
Or...
Yeah, an interesting thing about the dice is you have all these dice to use for all 3 rounds. So you get 12 total actions, but only 6 dice to use. So, okay. I mean, you could search. Oh, you have to be on a location to search. Never mind.
Yes.
Okay, I'm waiting. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You doing a perception or something?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Where are you doing the perception?
Section 2.
No.
No, your last location has never been in section 2.
My last location
Is not in section 2.
was not in section 2. Correct.
So you're not 10, 11, or any of these dots. None of that.
Those are all in section 1.
Well, these 2 aren't. And 11 is clearly in section 2.
No, what do you mean? This is the border between the sections, right? Because otherwise, this would be in both sections. So, yeah, no. My last location is always going to be a number, right? In the wilds, you can't track me.
And he's already moved, so now it's blue. Ugh. Actually, blue's gonna go right here.
Blue's hanging out in the most, like, foreboding way. He's also doing, like, pull-ups with a sword. Like, look at this guy. What's he doing? What's he doing with that thing? I don't know, but it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it.
It's like a battle cry, like, yeah!
Yeah, I don't like battle cries.
Yes, you do.
No.
If you were the Nazgûl, you would like battle cries.
Is he taking an action? Oh, I should have moved this.
No. Actually, yes.
Okay.
Sorcery.
Oh, you're picking up? You're using a sorcery action to pick up a sorcery card. Rude. I don't like those cards. They're mean to me.
Yeah.
They're exceptionally cruel, actually. Okay, so you're all done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's daylight turn 2. So I can move. I'm going to trust that Sarah's not looking. I'm going to move to a top secret location
It's a dot.
that may or may not
Wait.
be a dot. Okay? It's really hard to say. And while Sarah's continuing to not look, what are you doing?
I found these
Okay. For the whatever.
Lost Expedition.
Yeah. Did you see my top secret locations? Okay.
It was under your stool.
Well, I must have dropped it. All right, and then I can either play. I can play an ally card. Though my ally cards are good, but they're not good right now. So I'm not going to play an ally card. And I could draw an ally card. But is it going to give me anything I can actually use? I don't know. Let's try it. I'm going to spend a fellowship token to draw an additional ally card. Let's see what we get. Ooh. All right. I'm done. I moved. I've done 5 moves.
Red.
It's not going to take any actions.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No action.
I don't like this for
Yeah,
me.
you do.
I don't love
Yeah,
this.
you do.
No, I don't.
This is what I'm trying to do, Dad. I'm trying to block
Okay.
you.
Yeah, I see that. I think you need to do more searching. Like, you're trying to find information to make your ring wraiths stronger. Search is always
but
free.
But it's if the location that I'm occupied on.
Yes, you have to be on the location. I'm just saying, like, this guy should search 46. Did he just move this turn? Or not yet?
Yes, he already moved.
So he should search, right? It's free action. He didn't do anything else, right?
Sure.
No, it's not in the journey log, and it's not one of my things.
I knew it.
But if it was one of my things, you would get to take one. And your guys would be stronger.
Blue.
What's Blue gonna do? Why doesn't he? He doesn't have to move. He can just hang out. That can be his spot from where he casts spells. He just sits over here,
I'm gonna do
slinging
this.
spells at Frodo, even though he doesn't know where Frodo is. So they're just
I'm gonna do
going
this. I'm
random
gonna
places.
use,
Okay. A shadow
Yeah.
that can do anything. Why would you use that? You could use anything. You're on a.
I want to do. Oh wait, anything is sorcery. Oops, this is a shadow.
Yeah. So you
I'm
could
gonna
use
the ring.
as a sorcery. Yeah.
And play this.
What's that? The 9 were abroad. Play if the active Nazgûl is in a dark location after moving. The ring bearer player must discard all fellowship tokens in his possession, returning them to the fellowship pool with no effect. Well, that's rude. I like my fellowship tokens.
No
Yeah.
more.
Okay. So you're done all your Nazgûl.
Yeah.
So it's nighttime. Oh, we should have flipped this back. So it's nighttime.
Are you gonna move?
No. I'm going to rest.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. And if I rest during a nightfall turn, I get to reduce my corruption by 1 point because
Come
of
on.
Samwise Gamgee. Okay. And I'm going to play an ally card. Okay. I'm going to play Tom Bombadil. It says place 1 ally token in the Old Forest, 51, or on Withywindle, 57. Or point to a location inside Area 3B that appears on Frodo's journey log. If it doesn't contain a track token, place 1 in it. Then spend 1 fellowship token to move Frodo. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to put this right here in the Old Forest. You can no longer move through there.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Okay. And I'm also going to play... Well, can I play more than one? Or can I only use one? I can only do each action one time, so I can only play one ally card. Okay. So I am done. I rested. I played an ally card. I'm done. What are you going to do? How are you going to defeat me?
Red.
Red. What's Red doing? So he can't go into the Old Forest.
Going here.
But he can remove an ally token from a location adjacent to the Nazgûl. It would cost you your sword, though. I mean, listen, you get to reroll all the dice at the end of this turn.
I should do that
I
then.
probably should have put that down with you. You were going to kill it anyway.
I would have just moved here and done it.
Meh.
Bye
Okay,
bye.
apparently being an ally of Frodo is like a great way to die.
Yeah, you should die. That's like in the Lost Expedition. You kill everyone.
Well, listen, I tried to keep them alive. It was just that,
You're just like, oh, we don't need Bessie anymore.
Yes.
She can be thrown into the wolf pit, right?
Bessie just really liked to snuggle with cougars, or
No, that was your choice.
yeah, I don't think that's true. I think that was Bessie. Okay, so that was Red. He nuked my guy, and then is he moving?
Yeah,
Okay.
into the old.
Ridiculous. Is he searching the Old Forest?
Yeah, sure. You would.
No.
Purple. Are you here?
You're searching 26?
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
I have a plan here.
Okay, green. You here? No, it's a location.
Yeah, you can't search there. Okay.
I'm gonna spend this one die.
To do what?
Are you
Oh,
here?
to move one further? You're searching on 30.
Yeah, are you here?
So how would I have got to 30 without having gone through the other one? I don't know. I guess I could have come from the top, but no. Which spot are you on? 30. 30. Yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. That does not appear in my log.
Log of mystification.
Okay, so you've done all of your guys?
No, I need to do blue.
Oh, my mistake. Oh yeah, the spell slinger. Just
Yeah, you like him. He's your favorite one.
man, it's funny. I hate most OP character in Lord of the Rings. The interface for YouTube is very questionable for the chat. It's like the bottom message, if it's long, you can't see it because there's like a little emoji thing. Anyways, sorry, what did your blue guy do?
He moved one.
Okay, and then what did he do? Nothing? He just moved.
Yeah. He
I
just
don't like the little like barricade you're setting up. But it's
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I really don't.
You do, Dad.
Okay, so I get to draw 2 ally cards. And then you get to draw a sorcery card and roll all your dice. And I get a fellowship token for each shadow result. Which is an interesting thing I like. It's like a powerful die for you. It's a wild card, but I get like compensated for it, which seems pretty cool. It's like a clever idea.
Well, now you have absolutely 0. And so if I roll nothing, you get 0 fellowship tokens.
Yeah, but I get one at the start of each day if I have fewer than 2. So I want you to roll 1. You rolled 0! You're very perceptive, though. Well, a lot
I
of rings.
hate this result.
A lot of rings. I like this result. I mean, the perception kind of sucks for me, actually. Okay, so it is daylight. Turn 1. I don't have any... I have fewer than 2. So I gain a fellowship token. Gecko.
You're the only one who could have heard that.
I don't think that's true. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Okay. Yeah, it's true. Okay, so no looking, no peeking.
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
I think I don't know how I'm ever going to do this because I feel like you are just gonna
Stab, stab, stabby, stab.
you're gonna crush me
Stab, stab, stabby, stab.
in horrible ways. But I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna go to this top secret location that Sarah definitely isn't reading right now. Oh, my finger, my big ugly finger is in the way in the camera. So this one, figuratively speaking, if Sarah wasn't looking and I was just gonna zoom in on the board while she messes around with the slider camera, don't look, okay? I would be in a certain area that's on the screen right now
I'm not looking.
that I can't describe, so I hope you were able to see it. But it is,
Good job.
I just got a, very patronizing,
Good job, Dad.
pat on the head.
Good job.
And I move. We've done 6 moves. If we get to 16 and I haven't escaped, then the phase 1 ends.
Part 1.
Yeah. Why did you do that?
To take it off.
And then you put it under?
No,
Here.
I was trying to grab it and I accidentally pushed
Why are you taking it off? At some point I was in section 1. That's important information that you never would have figured out.
I would have figured it out because all 3 starting points are in section 1.
I'm going to play an ally card. And I'm going to put Farmer Maggot. I'm going to put an ally token
Farmer Maggot?
in Buckleberry.
I know who Farmer Maggot is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, red.
Oh, so you're using your ring not as a perception. Oh, you used it to move one further. I see. Okay.
And I'm gonna use them. I need some cards.
Okay, so you're using your second ring as a sorcery because I think these don't count as like a turn per se. So.
No.
Okay, cool.
Why did I leave this water?
Is Sarah a fan of Lord of the Rings? What would you say?
I haven't read much of it, so I can't answer that question.
So I would say that Sarah is a fan of fantasy, but most of what she's read is like a little lighter than Lord of the Rings. She's started reading the first book, but you're what, like 100 pages in?
Something like that.
Is it 50 pages? Is it 10 pages?
It's around 100.
Okay.
99.
There you go. So Sarah also likes to keep like,
10 books on the go.
10 books on the go. That's exactly what I was going to say. So it's like, a page every now and then. And I would say overall, you do like fantasy though. Like dragons and unicorns and swords and sorcery are like right up your alley.
Alicorns.
Like you're rather...
Flying geckos.
Are you going to want to read about fantasy or science fiction? Which one?
Fantasy.
Me too. Not that I
Flying
haven't.
geckos.
You're really into space, and I tried to get you science fiction books, and you just never really caught on. Same for me.
Flying geckos.
Yeah, flying geckos. I heard you. Okay, so I've done my turn. You've done the red guy.
Yeah.
So who's up next? Purple.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Here. Nah, it has to be a location.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I'm gonna.
But you could do a perception.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Is it for area 2 or sorry, section 2 or zone
Section
area
2.
C? Section 2? Yeah. I've been in section 2. My most recent thing. My last location is in section 2, yes. Okay, so that was purple.
Green.
You love the road.
It's easy to form a wall that you can't get past.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's very Wall-y. You're right.
Wall-E the robot.
Yeah. Is green doing anything or no?
Searching. Are you here?
No,
You're
it's
not on a
not
location.
This is definitely a location. Are you here?
Yeah, you're getting goofy. It's too early to be pumpkining. It's only 7:30.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to end the stream in
Well,
like
we're
10
gonna
hours.
listen. We're gonna finish doing phase 1 of this game, and we'll play phase 2 next time.
Part.
Okay, part, not phase. Green, is blue gonna go?
Yeah, blue's gonna go. We love the ball.
Okay. You doing anything over there? You doing a perception? Perception probably doesn't make sense. But
Yeah, since your last known location was in
2, it
Section
couldn't
2.
also be in 3, right? So you're done?
it could be in area A.
Well, no, because then it would have to have been in 3, right? Because A is this area.
It's the tiniest section.
It is like one of the smallest ones. So you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
You love the wall.
I love
The
the
wall.
wall. The wall of bad guys. All right, so it's the next day, right? I get a fellowship token because I have fewer than 2.
No.
And I have to move. Which this is going all according to plan. Don't look.
Can I have the pen?
No, what do you need the pen for? You're not writing anything down.
I need to play with it.
Yeah. Okay, here. Amuse yourself with the pen while I don't look at the board. I have gone to this cunning location. I'll keep trying to point at it, but then of course when I do that, it just my hand blocks the camera. So that is my top secret location. It's on the board somewhere. I can't show you. I wish I could point at it, but Sarah will see it.
I won't. I'm playing with this pen. I'm too deep
She'll
in
find a
thought.
way.
I'm too deep in thought, Dad.
Did the gecko get dinner? No, it did not.
Yeah, we need to feed it after stream.
So I can't point even at the board. I can't do that. You know what I could do? What I could do is, no, it's not that, like, if I just motion towards the board, you'll know what area of the board I'm pointing at. But what I could do is I could show you guys on here, perhaps, that I am over here.
Were you typing it in chat?
No, I'm showing them. That is my kind of intended thing. It's an interesting thing with this game because things that I can't describe right now, but I will describe later. What do you mean don't cheat? I'm not cheating. Anyways,
Moved, so
I have moved. I've done 7 moves. Do I want to play an ally card? Probably.
I haven't even found your exact location.
Well, that's because all you've done is run back and forth on the road menacingly. You know?
It's because there's nothing better to do.
I don't know that that's true. I'm going to play Goldberry, and I'm going to put 1 ally token
Anywhere on the
in the Old Forest or Withywindle.
board.
And we're just going to put this one down here because I like allies.
No, you
Allies
don't.
are good. And then it is your turn. Well, Sarah's trying to prevent me from getting to Bree. So she knows that no matter what, I am trying to get here to Bree. And Sarah's strategy so far seems to be make an enormous blockade with these guys because she's just kind of gone back and forth on this road repeatedly. And I feel like, you know, she can get stronger by searching for information, and that largely hasn't happened, which is interesting. You're going into the quarry. 23.
You know, I'm going to ask, are you in section A?
Oh, you're doing a perception check.
Yes.
My last known location. Yes, it is in section A.
I found information.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Yes, you do.
No,
You
I
love it.
I don't love it. I don't love it. But anyhow, okay. So you're learning stuff. That was purple. What's green gonna do? You spending a die to move one further?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you on location 24?
No. 24 does not appear in my log.
Never. Are you sure?
Yep,
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Extra mega sure.
I'm extra mega
At the peak of
sure.
Mount Readiness.
I'm
laughing
at
madly
the
in the
peak
face
of
the
Mount
unexpected.
Readiness. Yep.
Laughing madly in the face of the unexpected.
Yep. All right. So was that all your Nazgûl? No, you still have blue.
Oh yes, blue.
Does this game have something to do with Lord of the Rings? Yes, it does. This is based on Lord of the Rings, Hunt for the Ring. So I'm Frodo Baggins, and I am trying to get to Bree. I'm trying to escape the Shire, and the Black Riders are after me. It's like the start of the Lord of the Rings, you know? And Sarah's got all these menacing... Look at these guys. Look at this dude in particular, okay?
Hey.
Look, this guy in particular is just like flexing with this huge sword, and it makes me deeply uncomfortable.
It makes you very comfortable.
No. What's he doing? Is he searching? Is he...
Yeah, he's searching. Are you on?
Probably not.
It's free. So, are you here on location 49?
No. And it's worth
Wait,
doing
wait,
anyway, Sarah, because what if 49 was one of the tokens I have? You would get it. Right? So, it isn't. And no, I'm not there. So. Alright, are you all done?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's nightfall. Do you need to take a minute?
No. Wait. I just wanted to see what that was. I couldn't read it.
The Quarry, 23.
Okay.
You didn't search there because you did a perception. So it's nightfall. So if I move, that means you can hunt, which is not
It's deadly.
ideal.
It's deadly. You know the whispering of deadliness in your ear.
I don't like that. Okay, so I am gonna move. Oh wait, we're on move 8, actually.
You didn't move it down last time.
Yes, I did, because I write down every time I've moved, and they're numbered, and I've only done 7 of them. So we're at move 8. But I'm going to use this ally card. It says, play during a nightfall turn. If you choose to move Frodo, spend 1 fellowship token to prevent the turn marker from being flipped to its eye side. So you cannot hunt me. You can just search. I mean, you can still hunt if you pay for it.
I mean, I'll search the quarry. Maybe
But-
you're hiding in those bushes.
Maybe I am, but I need the pen back because I gotta do this move. I'm Frodo. I don't look like Frodo. In what way do I not look like Frodo? Frodo's hairy.
Every single way, you do not look like Frodo.
What do you mean?
Where's the ring of invisibility?
Don't look, okay? Don't look at my top secret move here. I think I look a lot like Frodo.
I think you do.
I think I look.
Anyway.
I think I am. Don't look. I'm going to this location that is very hard to read because the design of this thing. Okay. But I'm gonna go there, and I think that's really clever, and I feel really smart about it. Okay. So I moved. I've done 8 moves. I'm not going to play an ally card. Or I did play an ally card. And I'm done. It's your turn. What are your Nazgûl going to do? 54. Are you searching? Or doing anything else?
Yeah, I'm searching. 54.
Nope.
Oh.
You have a sorcery die. You can draw a card or
I don't want to use
cast
it.
You don't want to use
Actually,
anyone?
I do want to use it. I'm going to cast a spell.
Who's going to do it? Not that guy. Because he's searched. So red's done.
Wait, then I'm not going to do that.
You could always do it with blue.
Yeah, I'm going to do it with blue.
Okay, so but purple's going to go first, right?
Purple is going to search the quarry. I think you're in the bushes.
I am not in the bushes. However,
Yeah.
so Sarah found an information token. So it's important also, an important thing here. So Sarah searched this spot here on the board, okay? 23. At the start of her turn, so you can still move this guy. she didn't find me there, but she did find information. She found an ally token. So that makes, she gets to add it to this card down here. That makes her ring wraiths stronger. Now she can spend a sword to move an additional step and then perform a search, which is pretty cool. In addition to that, the way I protect that information, those allies, is by going to those locations. If I'd gone to the quarry, she wouldn't have recovered that information. So she knows definitively that I never went there, which is important. So is purple moving?
Yeah. You're gonna go to 21.
Okay.
For no particular reason.
Okay. And then green. What's green gonna do?
Getting in. Getting.
Okay.
Here.
Are you gonna use your last die
Spend it to
to move one to
No.
22?
No.
Okay, so you're just gonna hang out in the bushes. Okay, and then what's blue gonna do? Oh, because you want to cast a spell.
No, wait. I wanna actually use. No.
Sarah's really unsure of what to do here.
Okay. He's just gonna. Are you in the wild?
You don't get to find out if I'm in the wilds.
I know.
Right?
First, I'm gonna do this.
You're gonna cast a spell with your last die, your sorcery die for your blue guy. What's he doing? Captain of the Nine.
Any part.
Add a special corruption tile to the hunt pool. So what's the hunt pool? I think the hunt pool, I think that's that. But I'm not sure actually, because we haven't actually, that only happens when we have a like interaction, which hasn't happened yet. You haven't found me basically. The hunt pool is a set of corruption tiles in play. Oh, okay. So whenever you hunt successfully, I randomly draw from it. So you get to add one of these presumably super bad tiles into this stack. We'll just shuffle the stack when it's time to draw from it. Okay?
Yep.
And then what's that guy doing? Is he moving or is he done? Is he staying put?
He's gonna go to. No, he can't. He's just gonna stay there.
Do I have to get to Bree or do I have to get to any of the exit things? I have to get to any of these, right?
What? I thought you said Bree.
I did say Bree, but I just realized that I think any of those are fine, right?
No. I gotta put some guys down there then.
I mean, I can move through the Nazgûl, right?
But it's higher risk because I could just find it.
It's true.
Now it's time to refresh.
It is time to refresh. Okay, so I get 2 ally cards, and you get a sorcery card, and you roll your dice. You remember that in Nightfall you can move one further, right?
No.
You thought you saw Corny?
Yes.
I don't think you saw Corny. Did you lose your die though? Is it? Did you find it or no?
Yes.
Okay.
One shadow.
If Frodo reaches an exit location in 16 or fewer moves, he immediately declares it. He has reached Bree, so by getting to an exit location, I get to Bree, right? Yeah. All right, so we're gonna take a 5-minute break, and we will be right back. Okay, Sarah's gone. So while Sarah's gone, we can talk about the top secret information. Okay, so so far, it's hard to see, but this is what this looks like. So anytime there's a dot, I moved into the wilds, right? So I moved onto spot 19, and then onto 22, and then onto a dot, and then onto 24. So the way that works is up here, I was on 19, and then I moved to 22, and then I moved to a dot. So that means I could be on this spot, or this spot. It's an interesting way with that this game works. So when you're in the wilds, you can kind of like retroactively move, right? You just like need to be able to have a chain of dots that are the correct number of dots you've moved onto. So I'd moved onto 1, and what I decided to do is I was essentially imagining that I was here, and Sarah was on this spot and searched it. So while, like on the following turn, that's why I moved in the night. During the night, I moved onto the spot that she was on, and then she moved off of it. So I have kind of just barely managed to evade her. And I think what I want to do is come this way. I put these down here as bait. She has not taken the bait. So I think I don't have the luxury of, dawdling as I go this way. Like if I want to go this way to the road, it's 4 dots. Are you kidding me? No way. So I think I got to come to here, and then I can make a break for it potentially. Or I can, come up this way. So I got a couple options, but I think I'm moving to here next turn and hoping that Sarah doesn't find out that I'm in section 3, because she can do a perception check, right? And a perception check, she gets to name either like a third of the board, 1, 2, 3, by these bigger lines, or can name one of these smaller areas, A, B, C, and gets to determine whether I'm there. So potentially she could, catch on to the fact that I've moved quickly through there. But I hope not. I hope not. Oh, Martina, I had to mute you so no secret info gets out. I didn't think of that. Sarah went into the house to go to the washroom. Martina's watching the stream, and of course then Sarah could have heard me. So I hope she hasn't overheard some critical piece of information. Even if she has, I feel like... So when we were playing, like last week, we played The Stifling Dark. And we played that because it was a new type of game. Sarah's never played a hidden movement game before. And I think that I would say that I felt like I was losing the Stifling Dark the entire time. It was like a war of attrition. I was waiting to die, period. I expected to lose. So far, I feel like, probably mostly due to familiarity with like this type of game, I've managed to generally kind of evade Sarah, and she's been running around more than like gleaning a lot of information. I feel like she was kind of a little unlucky with some of her rolls early. Like, the first round she rolled 5 dice that can only be used for perception, which really only helps her check this area of the board that she knows I'm not in. There's been a couple things like that. Yeah? Oh, I appreciate that. Mom said she had to mute the stream so that you didn't hear any secret info, so I hope I didn't reveal anything. Did you hear any secrets?
No.
It's okay if you did.
I didn't.
Oh, good. Oh, and you stole a snack while you were at it.
No.
Did you bring a snack for me?
No.
That's ridiculous. Oh, I get a hug. Oh, will fill my tummy. Did you check on Bumblestripe?
He was out of both of his hides.
He was just hanging out?
Yeah.
I knew you were going to check. I thought we were going to feed him after stream.
I
Couldn't resist.
Yeah.
That's all right. Good on
I've
you.
never had a pet before.
Well, you've had a cat for your entire life. You've had 2
But
cats.
it's not mine.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
But he was just kind of chilling against the side. He was near the worm hide, but he
Like
wasn't
in the back corner?
it. He wasn't in the back corner. He was just like against
Over
the
there?
side.
Look at the left side.
Yes.
Close to where the sensor is.
Yeah.
Did he poop? Behind the hide? In the corner?
No. It's near the water dish.
Oh.
Not
That sucks.
not like really, really close.
As long as it's not in the water dish.
That's a
That'd be
reference
bad.
point. Just
Okay.
just-
Okay. Sarah got a gecko today. It just showed up. We're letting the gecko get acclimatized to his new forever home, and so we are not handling him, and we're just like letting him take it easy and explore, and we're gonna try and give him his first meal after we finish this game. Sarah's gonna feed him some black soldier fly larvae with her fingers.
They can't hurt me.
They cannot hurt you.
It'll just tickle a bit.
Sarah's a good gecko mom. Nice. I told her she could peek from the door. Oh, mom enabled you. Oh my gosh.
Yes, she did.
Okay. Okay, so we are here. Oh. Okay, so I can I get to move. I'm taking move 9. I have to move, in fact. Okay, I need the pen. Did you steal it? You stole it, didn't you?
It was over
Unsteal
here, and
it.
I
Okay.
took it.
Sarah really likes this pen because you can like, it's threaded in both directions, and you can just sort of like, it's really fun to mess around with, actually. Like you can. You can do
earlier in your streaming career.
Yes, a long time ago. It was quite an expensive pen, actually, and I don't always use it because it's kind of clunky to use. But it's like a fidget toy and a pen, because
Fidget pen.
it's cut in both directions, and you can also like these will just spin on here really easily, and you can like hold them and it'll move, and you can do it the other way.
I can do magic.
Yeah, there's lots of fun things to do with it. Anyways, I'm going to use this magical pen to write down my next move. Okay. Did you see it?
No.
The way you responded made me worried. Video the feeding. What is the purpose of the pen that screws? It's just for funsies. Okay, so I'm not going to show what we're doing because I discussed where I was going to go while you were inside. I'm also going to do this. I'm going to use this ally card. It says place.
Mom won't know because I was inside.
That's okay. It says place 1 ally token in a location inside area 2C. So I'm going to put one over here in Crick Hollow for no particular reason. And then it says, then spend 1 fellowship token to add Meriadoc Brandybuck to your company cards. So now it says, during your turn, you may play up to 2 ally cards from your hand instead of 1. And I'm going to use... Elves, sir. Elves, sir. You may move any ally tokens in play. I'm going to leave those where they are, and I'm going to move this one to there.
Wait.
Okay?
Red.
What?
Oh, my guy.
Oh, it's Sarah's turn.
And then I'm going to
You got some ideas.
use my shadow.
Okay.
Because I must do this. No, never mind. I'm not going to use it. It's not very useful for where I currently am.
I think my top secret scheme is working. I just don't want to say any more because I don't want Sarah to know.
Actually, I will use this.
Okay.
I get to search there.
Play if the active Nazgûl is in a location after moving. Perform a search in the location, then change up to 3 unused action dice to shadow results. This does not grant the ring bearer any additional fellowship tokens. That's awful. But I'm going to use this. Out of turn, spend 1 fellowship token to cancel the effects of a sorcery card.
Ah.
Haha. So
Well, now you have 0.
yeah, I don't want to talk about it. But at least you don't have you just have perception instead of a bunch
a
of
sword.
sorcery stuff.
That can knock out your,
Allies?
yeah.
But I like those allies.
No, you don't.
Yeah, they make a nice little path of security. I like it.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Sorry, but they're gonna be gone.
Uh-oh.
Gonna move here.
Okay.
Have you ever been in location 23?
Yeah, you know that already. Wait, no, I haven't. Sorry. That's just where you had searched last time, and you knew I hadn't been there because you got the information.
Yeah,
token.
but I wanted to know if you knew.
Oh, if I like doubled back, that would be sneaky. That would be sneaky.
But it's not.
I'm not sneaky enough to do something like that.
Have you ever been? Wait, actually, have you ever been in 22?
Yeah.
What? Are you going this route?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's going that route.
No,
Yes, he is.
No.
I'm sorry. You're going to lose.
Okay, well, you should put a search token. What are the search tokens? Oh, they're
well,
in there.
It says, if yes, the search is successful.
So one of the octagonal tokens goes on.
Octagonal.
No.
Octagon.
Gross. Okay, so now you
The
know.
search cannot be performed on any of Frodo's certain locations.
But now you know that. Oh, that's why the bases are like that, because they fit over this. Oh my God! You just blew my mind. What? Oh.
Wait, do they actually have an octagon? No.
No, but they just have enough space. Okay, so that was your green guy. What's blue gonna do? Along the road to 48.
Been to 48.
No.
What did you say?
I said no. Okay.
Is there any information there?
No.
I forgot to ask that with my other
I would have told you.
searches.
I would have told you.
Okay.
I have to tell you, in fact. Okay, so you're all done? So it's daytime part 2. I'm going to move. I have to move, in fact. 10 moves in so far. Don't look. It's a top secret. Okay? We're moving to this top secret location shown in number 10. No peeksies
number 10?
for
So you're
Sarah.
at number 10.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, listen, if I was here, I'm gonna lose. Right? I'm not gonna make it to an exit location. But I'm gonna move there. Oh, I also get one of these back at the start of the day because I have fewer than 2, right? Okay, I'm done. I don't think I want to draw an ally card. I'm finished. It's your turn.
Wait, won't die. Red goes first.
Red goes first.
Okay. Just gonna go there.
Really?
I can't search. Can't do anything.
You could do a perception.
Does it look like I want to do a perception, Dad?
Well, I don't know. You got 4 rings.
I am angry.
You got 4 rings.
I am angry.
What are you gonna do with them if not perception?
Well, I don't think you're in C. Well, are you in section 3?
Yes.
Yeah! Let's go! In section 3, wait a minute. That's bad.
No, it's good.
No, it's bad.
No, it's
Bad, Dad. Bad.
me.
Drop it.
Me?
Yeah.
Rude. Okay, so what are you gonna do? That was red.
Yeah,
What's?
green.
Whoa. What about purple?
I already. Oh.
You did red.
Whee!
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
So So you're moving there, and then what are you doing?
1, 2. Have you been to 25? Oops. Have you been to 25?
No. I have not.
I was doing a search.
Yes, I know. But I have not been there. So I was green. What's blue going to do? You all done?
Yeah.
You're not using any things?
I can't.
Okay.
Unless I want to percept that you're an A. Are you an A? In section 3.
Yeah.
This is bad for you, Dad.
No, it's bad for you, actually. So Sarah just confirmed that my last known location was in A, which means I'm really close to the exit.
To deaded.
To deaded. I'm also close to being dead, but I'm really close to the exit.
Nightfall now.
It's nightfall now, so if I move, I gain a corruption, and you can hunt instead of search for free. But listen, I'm gonna do this. I am gonna move.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna win. You're on that dumb dot.
I am gonna win because I'm gonna use my special thing here, Frodo's Resolve. So it says here, after moving, flip this card to move again. Reduce the fellowship pool by 1 token. So I'm gonna spend my last fellowship pool in order to move a second time, and I'm gonna move from this dot here to Bree.
Why did you need to spend Frodo to do that though?
Well, because I moved from this dot to that one, and then from that one to Bree in 1 turn. I moved to 2 spots. So I made it to the exit, which means I have successfully won this scenario. And now, to finish the game, we would play on the back side of this, which is basically Bree is on the left side of the board, and we're trying to get to a new location.
Rivendell.
Yes, to Rivendell. There's a lot fewer locations on the backside, and Sarah at one point gets an additional Nazgûl, the Lord of the Nazgûl, which is like the Witch King. It's very, very mean. So, you were so close, Sarah. Like, okay, let's talk about this. You remember where you went to the quarry in case I had doubled back?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hadn't doubled back to the quarry, but I'd gone to this spot while you were there. So I was here, and you searched this one, and then I moved on to it. And then you went that way. So, you were so close. You were so close. You were just, you went and checked if I doubled back at the quarry, and I actually doubled back at 24. So you were you were right there. But honestly, I don't know how. I feel like probably you could have done more searches early, but honestly, I think in most cases you probably wouldn't have learned a lot. So I don't know how you really could have played a ton better.
Let's talk about this game.
Let's talk about this game. So what did you think of this game as a hidden movement game compared to the Stifling Dark?
I think the Stifling Dark was better.
In what way?
This one.
You felt more evil.
Well, yes, but also this one is in some ways hard to understand.
So I would agree with you to some extent. So I would say that the rules for this game are poor, just straight up. They're not good. Okay. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with what I've experienced so far. So one thing that's cool about this game is that when you're moving to these spots, let's say, I'm here, right? I could then move a dot and a dot. And if I do that, then I could be on this location, or I could have gone back and I could be on that location, right? So the dots have some, ambiguity. If I'm on Woodhall and my next step was to move 1 dot, I could be on any of these 3 spots, and I can kind of retroactively choose where I go. Now, it turns out that I generally just like was where I wanted to be, right? But it's sort of like it's flexible, I guess, which I kind of like the idea of. It gives some, it feels a little less deterministic. Like something like Letters from Whitechapel, you can, in some cases, kind of, they feel a little too gamey. You can count out spots and things like that in order to, determine where somebody was, which is less possible in this game. But at the same time, it felt like it was just really hard for you to get information. You could find out generally where I was, but you couldn't necessarily do anything with that, right? I think this would be frustrating as the Nazgûl player. Because I spent, of my moves, exactly half, right? I did 12 moves, and 6 of them were in the wilds. When I'm in the wilds, you basically can't find me.
I can't, actually.
Yeah, right?
I can't hunt
in the wilds.
Or search.
I mean, you can, every time you did the perception and I was in the wilds, I'm really close to my last location. There aren't very many places where you can do big stretches of, movement in the wilds, but nonetheless, I think that's a more interesting idea. Basically, I guess I would say I've played quite a few hidden movement games. Thematically, I like this one the most. Mechanically, I think I like it the least.
Okay.
I think...
Dad, what would you give it out of 10? Though? This is the real question.
I want to finish playing the other side before we rate it. But, because look. I want to just show you. Look at this side. So I would say this side looks kind of fundamentally a little different, right? Where
honestly, it looks better.
There's more negative spots for you, where you can more easily get into a spot where you have more choice with your dice. And additionally, there's just fewer spots on the board overall. So I feel like this might be a tighter game on this side. I can go pretty far through the wilds in single moves potentially, but I feel like this might be a tighter game, so I want to try that. But overall, I would say out of 10,
Currently.
like a 6. It was interesting, but going through the motions, there was a ton of additional rules stuff that was it was needlessly complicated, and it felt a bit sort of, I don't know, my ally cards, your sorcery cards. How did you feel about them?
They were hard to use, but some of them were good.
That's how I felt about mine. It's I'm going to pick up these ally cards, and they're either going to be really useful or a complete waste of time.
But I can't use them if I don't roll shadow things or a sorcery, and I'm not near a dark spot.
It's true. So I have less restrictions on mine. Managing this was pretty easy, but I think it's supposed to be easy in the first part of the game, right? What would you give this out of 10?
A 4.
A 4 out of 10? So it's bad. You don't want to play it again.
I mean, I would like to try it again, but it's just...
But if we played it again and it was similar, it's a 4 out of 10.
And if we played it again and it was similar, 5.
Okay. So I would say that basically, I think I enjoyed the Stifling Dark more. The Stifling Dark felt more thematic. And something that sucked about the Stifling Dark is there's 20,000 tokens in that game, right? There's a token for everything, right?
That's the same problem here.
Well, not really. In the Stifling Dark, there was probably 100 unique tokens that there's only one of, right? And that's not the case here at all. But despite having so many unique things, the rules are half as complicated as this. And it's it felt more thematic. I guess also as the good guy player both times, I was talking about this while you were gone. When we played the Stifling Dark, I had this sense of dread. It was a matter of time until I died. I knew you were going to get me. Whereas here, that tension largely wasn't there. I didn't feel oh, you're catching on to me, you're going to get me, I'm nervous. I felt
Yeah, this is okay.
2/3 of the game, we didn't even interact, and then we were really close for a little bit, and you were just sort of I was sneaky enough that you didn't figure it out, but it wasn't easy for you to do. So it was just sort of it lacked tension. The other game felt tense. Do I turn on the lights now? I can only do it once, or do I wait for next turn, right? Like, it felt tense. I was nervous because I knew that you were going to come tunneling out of the ground and lay eggs in my brain, okay? And here it was just sort of like, yeah, it's okay.
That's what I said.
It was interesting, but if this wasn't themed as the Lord of the Rings, and I didn't know that these were the Nazgûl, and I didn't recognize some of the characters and stuff, without that bit of nostalgia, it'd be pretty meh. Yeah, it's kind of just okay, unfortunately. Now, an interesting thing that I was very surprised about. This game came out, it didn't get huge, like great reviews, but they're putting out an expansion this year for it, which is interesting.
That would be interesting to try.
I'm surprised. We'll have to try this backside. Maybe we don't have to stream it though. Maybe we just play it during the week or something. You're off school.
Look at this section. It's like wild, huge.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe we try and finish up this game, not on stream.
We need to keep tokens that we have.
It's true. We can just leave it set up, right?
Yeah.
And then I think what we should play next time is this. Have you ever played a Catan game?
No.
All right. Well, this is a good way to start. It's a card game for exactly 2 players. We're like building spaceships and stuff. You and your rival Starfarer brave the unknowns of space as you vie for the final open seat on the Galactic Council.
Beware of merciless
Pirates. As you found colonies, build trade relations, and fulfill the Council's missions. Can you combine fast and clever ship upgrades with astute strategy to win the Council's favor? I think we're going to give this one a try next time. Catan Starfarer's Duel. And we'll be doing that when?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, that's right. What else will I be doing? I will be streaming on Twitch this coming Sunday. And you know what? Last time on Sunday, I streamed both to Twitch and YouTube Live. I'm going to try and continue doing that. I would like to one day actually get like, you know, a couple more viewers here on YouTube. It's definitely not a growth platform, but I'm going to be pushing hard on YouTube and YouTube content this year. So I'm going to continue dual streaming. So on Wednesdays, it's just on YouTube Live, Sarah and I, because she can't be on Twitch. But on Sundays, when it's just me, I'll be on both platforms. And I guess that's that. Thanks for playing, Sarah. Good game.
Keep on dropping these dice.
Yeah, because you keep playing with them.
Definitely not. They were on this table the whole
totally.
time.
Shake my hand. Good game. And then we can go. We gotta take care of a gecko.
Yeah, we gotta feed him.
Yeah. So let's go see if he's hungry. All right.
You gotta wave weirdly.
Okay, we gotta wave weirdly. Thanks for being here,
We're
guys.
the
This hurts my brain. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.